guys, it's Melanie, and today I'm going to show you how I reupholstered this ottoman. The ottoman was in really great shape, but wasn't very old. Just the fabric on the top was getting really gross. You'll see the before. It was pretty bad. So I wanted to recover it in a bright, something really fun. The good thing about this ottoman is that the foam was still in really great shape, and it already had the tufting from the fabric before. It didn't have buttons like it does now, but it was already set for the tufting, so I didn't have to drill any holes or do any of that. So this basically is just recovering the fabric that was on there from before. Here's the video on all the steps that I did.
Okay guys, here's the before on my ottoman, pretty gross and stained. So you want to take the bottom piece off of the ottoman. I had already taken mine off, but there's going to be a piece that encloses the whole thing. So take that off, and then you want to rip off the outside fabric, being sure not to damage any of the foam or any of the other batting or anything that's going to be underneath it. This is going to take a little bit of time. You're going to need some scissors and maybe even some pliers to get some of these staples out to get the ottoman prepped and ready. So here is my fabric. I'm taking it off, and you can see how it has been attached to the underside of the ottoman with the string. So you want to take all those staples out and take all of that off, getting ready for your new fabric. So here's the new fabric. I put it all out and laid it out over the ottoman to make sure that I had enough that I could tuck everything underneath on the bottom. And these are some fabric covered buttons that I got from the local craft store. Just follow the package instructions to make them. And the longest needle that you have, or a tapestry needle, will work the best. I didn't have one. You also need some nylon thread, and you're going to want to double that over 3 or 4 times to make sure you get a nice strong length of thread. So you want to thread your needle, push your thread with your needle up through the holes drilled into your ottoman. You can see how I'm getting my needle here and pulling it up through. Then you want to thread your button, and then about 1/4 of an inch away from where you came up in the fabric, you want to go back down into the fabric so you have a nice, good, strong bit of fabric to keep your tufting nice and taut. Bring your needle back down through the bottom, and then you're going to take the needle off, and now you have your nice strong piece of nylon thread. You're going to give a nice good tug on it. If you have a buddy or a friend or somebody that can help you kind of make sure everything is smooth on the other side, that would be helpful. You want to change directions as you're stapling it in, making sure that it's not going to come apart, it stays nice and taut, and it's not going to get loose on the other side. And for this process, it's going to be really helpful to have a nice, good, strong staple gun for this piece. So you're going to want to continue this for all of the tufting for your ottoman or your piece that you are recovering. So here you can see it's done on the front. Do all the tufting first, and then we'll be doing the side pieces. Try to keep cats and kids and stuff away from your project while you're working on it. So the good thing about the tufting and kind of redoing it like this is you can kind of have a little bit of control over how it's going to look, which is really fun. This part is going to take a little bit of time. It's going to be lots of smoothing, lots of kind of fiddling with it, stapling. I had a movie on and my kids were asleep, and so that's how I did it. I just had run of the living room and was able to just work on this project, smoothing, making sure everything is nice and taut. It's going to be really essential to get it nice and secure. So here is where the corner is going to be. You want to staple in the middle like I just did, and then you're going to want to kind of tuck it in. You see how I'm doing this corner, so it's a nice tailored finish. That's how I wanted to finish my ottoman. There are other ways to do it, but I felt that this was the cleanest, best way to do it. Make sure everything is stapled really well. Everything's nice and, taut. And you're going to want to, you might even need to pull some staples out to kind of redo it. But it's a really fun project. Here's the finished result. And here is kind of that corner in the daylight.
Okay guys, thanks for watching this video. Thumbs it up and don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.